Southern Oregon cities, which one is best for you? That's really the question that I'm going to try and address in this video. So maybe you've got a job offer in Medford, maybe Lithia, or Harry and David, or maybe you're new to SOU or to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival in Ashland, or maybe you got a job, maybe you're part of the new IPO with Dutch Brothers, and so you got a job in Grants Pass. Well, where do you live in Southern Oregon? Which Southern Oregon city is best for you? That's what we're going to talk about today. So regardless of what brings you to Southern Oregon, if it's a job or maybe you just need a change of scenery, you have some options. So basically there are two counties in Southern Oregon. We call it the Rogue Valley or the Valley. So there are two counties down in this area, Jackson and Josephine County. Jackson County is the southernmost county, and it's the one that connects to I-5, connects into California. So we'll start in the south and kind of work our way north a little bit. First city that you come across from the border coming from California is Ashland. Ashland is a great city. It has kind of a laid back yet urban, kind of hippie but yuppie kind of vibe. It's a very interesting place. Ashland's a great city. Features beautiful park in Lithia Park downtown, as well as Southern Oregon University and the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. Also, Mountain Meadows is great for the retiree community. There's a lot to do in Ashland. There's great eats, there's great hangs, there's a lot of great opportunities for outdoor recreation in all four seasons. Ashland's just a great city, and it's the southernmost in Jackson County and therefore the southernmost in Oregon. Just north of Ashland is Talent. So maybe you're interested in kind of that laid back kind of chill vibe, but you don't want all the traffic and you don't necessarily want all the other stuff that comes with it. Talent might be right for you. Talent was hit pretty hard about a year ago with a fire called the Almeida Fire, which actually started in Ashland and came into Talent. But Talent is rebuilding. Talent is strong. Talent is a beautiful place with amazing people. That might be a great area for you to kind of come and reinvigorate and become part of that community as well. Just north of Talent is Medford. Medford is the largest city in the area. It's where the international airport is. It's where Costco is, right? That's important. It's where the large sporting goods stores are. It's where a lot of stuff is. And why? Well, because it is an intersection that gets you to Klamath Falls and as well as I-5. It's just a great location for that reason. Medford's beautiful. It's got upper and lower Table Rock, incredible hikes, incredible views, just an incredible spot. Mount McLaughlin frames and Roxy and Peak frames Medford. It's just awesome. It's really cool. It's really close to Crater Lake. It's also close to rafting if you want to raft either the Rogue River or if you're more interested in the Umpqua River. Medford's is a great place to be. So you're gonna find there are more homes in Medford, and the prices tend to be a little bit more stable than some of the other cities in Southern Oregon. So Medford, it's really worth checking out. I know some people say Medford sucks. It really kind of depends on your perspective, and it also depends on which area of Medford you're talking about. So honestly, none of these cities are perfect. None of them are called Utopia. But there's some pluses and minuses to each one of them, and Medford's worth checking out. One of the coolest cities in Southern Oregon is Jacksonville. Jacksonville at one point actually was going to be the capital of Oregon, but it missed it for a couple of other little interesting reasons. The Brit Festival Gardens are in Jacksonville, so if you're into outdoor performances, or Brit Festival Orchestra is a classical orchestra, a music festival that happens in the summertime, it's really worth checking out. Some beautiful homes, great eats. Bella Union is amazing. There's just some classic homes and vibe in Jacksonville, and you can get a little bit outside of town. You get Hummingbird Estate and you get Dancing Winery, and you just it's worth checking out. Check out Jacksonville. It's a cool city in Southern Oregon. Another cool city in Southern Oregon, still in Jackson County, is Gold Hill. Gold Hill is right on the Rogue River. So if outdoor recreation and fishing or whitewater rafting is your vibe, Gold Hill is definitely worth checking out. It's a cool little area. There's a little downtown vibe. In the summertime, it's a really fun hang. It's worth checking out. Gold Hill is kind of making a rebirth. It's a cool place. And if you're gonna work in Medford, it's not a very far drive. If you're gonna work in Grants Pass, it's not a very far drive either. Gold Hill is nice and its location. Eagle Point is another great city in Jackson County. Eagle Point traditionally had lower price points than other places in the Rogue Valley, but it's kind of come up, and that's come up for a couple reasons. One is the school district continues to improve out in Eagle Point, and two is that you can get a little bit more room out there. And we've seen with the pandemic, people are looking for a little bit more space. You can get a little bit bigger house, you can get a little bit more land in Eagle Point than you could in Medford. So your dollar goes a little bit farther. It's definitely worth checking out Eagle Point. Next place is Rogue River. The city of Rogue River is awesome. It has a beautiful bridge, sits right on the, guess what? The Rogue River. And it's a great little community. It features West Evans Creek and East Evans Creek, and there's a beautiful area out the city a little bit called Ward's Creek area. It's really awesome. It's nothing like that biker gang show that was on HBO a few years ago. It's actually a really cool little spot. That's the city of Rogue River, worth checking out. The last city that I want to discuss today in Jackson County is Central Point. Central Point is often overlooked, but Central Point is vital. Number one, it's right where the Costco and the airport and all those other things are too. And it's really, quite honestly, centrally located. Get it? Central Point has lower home prices, also has a little bit more room, features a really cool school district, and has one of the best creameries in the world right in the downtown area of Central Point. Really cool. Definitely a city worth checking out if you've been offered a job in Medford or Ashland or Grants Pass. Really not that far of a drive to any of those. It's really centrally located. It's a cool spot. Check out Central Point. Okay, we're gonna jump on over to Josephine County, the other county that's in Southern Oregon. Only 2 cities in Josephine County. Wow, only 2, correct. There's a bunch of unincorporated areas. We'll talk about a few of those today, but the big one is Grants Pass. Grants Pass is the largest city in Josephine County, and in some regards rivals Medford with amenities and some of the other opportunities that exist. Grants Pass is the home of Dutch Brothers. Shout out to Travis.Moddison and the crew for the IPO, right? Dutch Brothers stock now on the stock exchange. Based out of Grants Pass, started in Grants Pass, just a really cool homegrown hometown story. Grants Pass is cool if you want to live close to the beach. So maybe you want to work in Medford, but you want to be an hour and 15 minutes to the coast, or you like the redwoods, or you have, a desire to get out towards more of the Applegate Valley and be in that area. Grants Pass is really great. It's a cool city worth checking out. Cave Junction is the other city in Grants Pass, and it's really an interesting spot. First off, one of my favorite spots in Cave Junction is Taylor's Sausage, so check that out. They're building, they're like expanding. They've got an amazing outfit. Chances are you've had their product before. It's so good, and they're based out of Cave Junction. Cave Junction has got its name because the Oregon Caves are there. Oregon Caves are a really cool spot to go and hang out, and maybe that's your thing. Maybe someone in your family is a future geologist, and living next to the caves would be pretty cool. It's also just even a little bit closer to the coast. So if you want maybe, 45-minute drive to the ocean, to the Oregon coast, this is a really cool opportunity for you. Also, just outside of Cave Junction in Selma is where the Illinois River is, which is a great summer hang. So if that's your vibe, I really think Cave Junction might be a place for you to consider. So now 2 unincorporated areas of Josephine County I want to talk about. One is Merlin. Merlin/Colonial Valley is kind of this area a little bit outside of Grants Pass, and it's kind of the gateway to the wild and scenic section of the Rogue River. So Merlin has a post office. It has a couple of restaurants, including one of my faves, Taco Mania in Merlin. It's really cool. And it has some places where you can rent rafts or boats or other things that you might want to go down the river. It's really cool. It's a cool area worth checking out. It's a little bit farther. So if your work is in Ashland, Merlin to Ashland is a pretty good drive. So maybe that might not work out for you. Get it? Pun intended. But if it's Merlin to Grants Pass, you're good to go. Okay, and then the last area I want to talk to you about today is not a city, but it's an unincorporated area, and that's Wolf Creek and Sunny Valley. So that is at the very north end of Josephine County, kind of the northwest area, right before Douglas County. It's a cool spot if you like to be outside and by yourself. It's really for the people who are more interested in the off-grid lifestyle or maybe a small homestead. Wolf Creek and Sunny Valley might be for you. It's going to make it harder to commute. Even Grants Pass is going to be a 30-minute commute from some of these areas or even farther because it's pretty dang far out. But there are some services that are available out there in Wolf Creek and Sunny Valley. Truly recommended for the people who can work from home more. especially if you can get that new Starlink, right, that Mr. Elon Musk has promised us all. But it's worth checking out. It's a cool spot. Those are the cities in Southern Oregon and a couple of unincorporated areas as well. They all have plus or minuses, just like everywhere, right? Doesn't everywhere on the planet have good and bad to it, like pluses and minuses, pros and cons? These are just some of the areas that I encourage you to check out if you get a new job here and you're looking. Finding rentals in any of these places is going to be really hard. Finding a place to buy is actually going to be easier right now in 2021. So hit me up. I can help you with buy, or if maybe you're just dying, you need to get into a rental, I'll see what I can do to help. I'm always here for you all. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe and hit the bell. We'd love to have more people in this community as we're talking more and more about all the things Josephine and Jackson County.